Hey everyone, Josh Galvin with tizish.com. I'm doing a couple question and answers that I want to address that I've been getting from email that I feel are very, very important for you if you're this agent. If you're the agent that's wondering, what the heck do I focus on as I'm trying to start my online marketing campaign? Meaning you're trying to make your business plan for online marketing and you're like, what do I start on? I'm hearing someone tell me this, I'm hearing someone tell me that, and I'm just confused. So this questions, the stuff I'm addressing in the next videos are speaking directly to you. So pay close attention and do not fail to listen completely to what I'm saying, because this is stuff that's going to really cost you. And I've seen it speaking from experience with agents that even work with me today. Okay, so here's the first question or comment that I got on email that I want to address. Now, the first one is, I was told from someone that I should be focusing more on social media instead of Google ranking because Facebook is becoming bigger than Google. Now, there's a couple things with that statement that just make my stomach turn. It drives me crazy as someone that does this consulting for you guys as real estate agents. And the first one is the hype. Okay, that question, or that not the question. It's a good question coming from an agent, but whoever told them that to make them believe that is completely off base. There's a hype machine that goes on in our real estate industry, that there's a big misinformation. It's an accidental misinformation campaign. It's not intentional. No one's lying on purpose. No one's intentionally trying to deceive you guys. But they get facts and they misconstrue them and then present them as solid facts. This being one of them. This agent, they said they were told they should be focusing more on social media instead of Google ranking because Facebook is becoming bigger than Google. So here's my response. Here's my actual answer to clarify that, okay? Yes, it's true. Facebook is becoming bigger than Google in many ways. Specifically, if you all recall, to last Christmas, Facebook got more traffic than Google. It's true. It's becoming bigger in terms of people using it on a daily basis. But how does that actually affect your business and you operating business? How does that affect you creating a marketing campaign? And the answer is simply not at all. Okay, here's the reason why. And remember, I'm speaking to the agent that's just starting their marketing campaign and doesn't really have an infrastructure online yet, which is about 99% of agents marketing online. Okay, so here's why it has no relevance. Consumer mindset is what makes a system effective, meaning social media is a system. Search engine optimization through Google or whatever the case is, that's a system. Email marketing, that's a system. Now, the consumer mindset, who are your consumers? Buyers and sellers. The way they interact with those mediums is what affects how you should be doing your campaign. Meaning this, Facebook is getting bigger than Google in terms of daily usage. Yes, it's true. We all know that. But what does that have to do with the buyer, a consumer's mindset? And what is your consumer's mindset? Let's talk about a buyer. A buyer comes to your website. A buyer ends up being introduced to you online, through your lead capture mechanisms or whatever, because of one simple thing. They're looking for listings. A buyer goes on Google and searches. A buyer goes on realtor.com or trulia.com, whatever the case, .com, and they start searching for real estate for one thing: listings. That's all they care about. They're not searching for real estate agent services. That is a 100% fact. Although, yeah, I always get the agent here and there saying, oh, but I got someone searching for me. Well, yeah, that's one. There's always an exception. That's 1% out of like the 100. And 1% out of 100 might be looking for a real estate agent. But most people, buyers, are looking for listings. So given that fact, and that's not a debatable fact, if anyone debates it with you, tell them you don't know anything about internet marketing for real estate. All right? Because that's a 100% fact. So when knowing that fact and knowing that Facebook is becoming bigger than Google, you have to ask the question, how does that actually affect how a consumer is going to want to interact with me as a real estate agent? Okay, that's what you really have to address. And the answer is not at all. Okay, because if Facebook is getting way bigger than Google, and let's just pretend tomorrow it's 20 times bigger than Google, that's not going to magically change the mindset of your buyers that are visiting or that are using the internet and coming across your site or coming across your lead generation, forums, wherever they may be. That's not going to change their mindset to magically make them think, oh, you know what? Now that Facebook is bigger, I'm going to all of a sudden want to contact a real estate agent instead of looking for listings on my own. That's not going to happen. That's not how consumer psychology works. I mean, they don't care how Tech Hill works. All right? So here's the whole point. Don't buy into the hype of all these facts and figures about our shifting media and the shifting mindset and the shifting market. All that is just mumbo jumbo. It really is. Here's the cold hard facts. If you're brand new, or if you're just starting your online marketing campaign, or if you've been doing it for the past 6 months and you're having no success, you need to reevaluate and focus on the following in the following order. Number one, focus on search engine optimization and other lead capture areas that are associated to buyers getting listings. Google, Craigslist, Realtor.com, Trulia.com, those kind of things. Don't focus on social media because you're climbing up a very, very huge mountain to try to get a lead from social media because people aren't looking for real estate agent services. So, number one thing, focus on SEO. Focus on those other items I mentioned for lead generation. Number two, focus on email marketing because that's where your most conversion and communication is going to occur from the leads you've collected from your initial search engine optimization and so forth. And then number three is social media. Okay, now we could talk social media and its proper role. Social media's role is not to be a primary lead generation source. Its role is to be a primary source of lead conversion from leads and relationships you've already established from existing systems that come before it, meaning your search engine ranking, your Craigslist campaigns, your email marketing. Social media only serves to help convert that marketing even better. Okay? A bad strategy is the following. Social media first. I want to generate leads using Facebook and Twitter. That's a bad strategy because although you could do it, you're basically putting 500 pounds on your shoulders and climbing uphill. Why do that? You don't need to waste time like that. Focus on what works. So I hope that addresses that question. And if you can't tell, this question, I'm super passionate about it because it drives me insane. It makes my stomach turn and burn because so many agents I talk to in this market of all markets, this isn't 2005. Deals don't just come about overnight anymore. Obviously, we all know that. So when my agents in our system or agents that I'm really close with, that they might not be working with us, but I have a good relationship with them, when they tell me about their marketing and how they bought this, they bought that, or they wasted 2 months on Facebook and they got no leads. Well, that's because one simple reason. You're following bad, wrong advice. And I don't mean bad as in what you hear is untrue. I mean bad as in the context is missing. So understand that, and I'm going to be crazy passionate about this. If you agree with me, cool. Try to give me more insight to try to help other people. If you disagree, even better. Tell me why you disagree so I could show everyone else how you're wrong. I'm just kidding. No, so I could just show everyone else how what you're saying is maybe wrapped in truth, but the end context is not really accurate. Okay, and just if you have any questions or if you're confused on my response, let me know. I really want to know what you guys are thinking, what you're doing with your marketing campaigns, because people are succeeding really big online, but it's not by following the hype. And I want to make that clear so you guys don't waste time and, more importantly, money, because time translates to money, as we all know. All right, so that's the first video, guys. Stay tuned for the following ones. I'll do more Q&A. This was the first one. All right, take care.